Okay, this is Course 2, Chapter 8, Lesson 8, and we are talking about volume today, and I am Mrs. McCowan. Today's learning goal is to justify and apply formulas for volume of prisms and cylinders. Volume. Let's write down our vocabulary word for volume. Can anyone tell me what they think volume is? Jack.
Volume is the inside of a figure that has mass.
Perfect. That sounds really good. So we're going to change it just a bit, and we're going to write the number of cubes, of cubic units to fill a given space. Okay, number 1, find the volume of each figure. Use the formula. Dylan, can you tell me what the polygon is for A? A rectangle, which means it's a rectangular prism. Excellent. So we're going to use the formula. The bases are rectangles. So that's what goes on my line. So we're going to look at the base. And I apologize, my stylus is acting up. So the base of our triangle is 12 times, what's the width? So we have 12 times 4 equals, Jack?
48.
48 is correct. Excellent job, Jack. And so now we have 48 times the height. The height they listed for us is, Dylan? 4. Excellent. So now we do 4 times 48, and we find that our answer is, Dylan?
192.
192 is correct. And we need to remember that we need to write our answer in feet squared. So this is 192 feet cubed. Excellent, Violet. Way to catch that. So we're not dealing with area. Area is squared. Today we're dealing with cubic units, so it's to the 3rd power. Okay, letter B. The bases are what? What are the bases of this figure? Christina?
Wait, sorry. No, forget that.
Okay, the bases are triangles. So you were right. So the area of each triangular base is, Jack?
It is 96.
Oh, but wait, we didn't do 1/2. You have to multiply by 1/2.
Oh wait, no, that was just.
Wait,
no,
why are we doing one
It's
half?
actually 48.
48 is the actual answer. Thank you, Jack. Because we multiplied 16 times 6 to find the base, which is 48. So that's one of the bases. Now we're going to find the total cubic, what is this, yards of the figure. So that would be base times height, B times H. Yes, this is the volume.
Then why'd you do half?
Because half is a triangle. Remember when we did area? Area of a triangle is 1/2 times length times width.
That was 288.
Correct. So then Dylan said the answer was?
288.
That's incorrect, Dylan.
What?
What's 48 times 8?
Oh, I did times 6. 1 second.
Oh, you times 8. What are you?
Holding.
384
384
I still don't
feet
understand.
cubed. Or yard
feet.
cubed, whatever.
384 yards cubed.
Wait.
No, like yards. Everyone's in the feet now.
Jack, don't throw. Dylan, can you tell me what is 6.8 times 8?
Okay, 6.800. $54.4.
50.4, that is correct.
54.4.
It's 50.4, that is correct. Okay, so now we multiply 50.4 times 6.3, and that's when we get our cubic units. What's 50.4 times 6.3? Jack, did you find the response?
Yes, I did. I found out that it is 138 feet cubed.
That is incorrect. 50.4 times 6.3, Brandon? Perfect. And they say round to the nearest tenth. So I'm going to round to 5. So 317.5 feet cubed. That is correct. Okay, let's look at letter 1B. B is 1/2 times 13 times 10. Violet? 65. That is correct. So then I put my 65 times 50 and I get the answer for volume, which is 3,250 meters cubed. That is correct. Okay. A can of tuna is shaped like a cylinder. Find its volume to the nearest tenth. So we're going to use 3.14 for pi. Key is find it to the nearest tenth. This is also going to be on your test and on FCAT, finding it to the nearest tenth. So use the radius. The radius of the cylinder is 5 centimeters, and the height is 4.2 centimeters. So we're going to use our formula, pi times radius times height. So what's 5 times 5? 25. Thank you, Dylan. So 25 times 3.14 times 4.2. And our answer is, Brandon? 329.7. That is correct. 329.7 centimeters cubed. That is to the nearest tenth. Okay, you should have written on your paper pi times r times h. So pi times 7 times 7 times 3.8 is, Mr. Jack?
584.7.
That is correct. Feet cubed. Don't forget the feet cubed. Excellent. Example 3, find the volume of the composite figure. So you notice that we have not just one prism, but there are 2 prisms. Probably like the house you live in, it's 2 prisms. If you separate the roof from the body of your house, that would be 2 prisms. So we have the triangular prism on top, and then we have on the bottom the rectangular prism. So we're going to fill in the blanks here and add them together to get the composite. Composite means we add 2 figures together. Okay, Dylan, can you tell me what the volume of a rectangular prism is?
Thank you. Thank you.
So that was length times width times height.
288.
Okay, can you walk me through how you got that number?
12 times 6 times 4.
12 times 6 times 4. And you got 288, that is correct. Okay, let's look at the rectangular prism. That's base times height. So if we know that the base is 1/2, bless you, times 6 times 4 times 6, 6 is the height. That 1/2 times 6 times 4 times 6, Dylan is? Brandon? Bingo, 72.
Good job.
So all you have to do is add these two numbers together to find the composite volume. Violet?
360 feet cubed.
360 feet cubed. That is correct. And make sure you write feet cubed. Okay, we're on, check it out, 3A. So we know that base, what was our base from the previous exercise?
For what?
For 3. What was the base?
Base. Oh, 6.
6.
Yes.
From our previous prism from exercise 1A
There's 2.
has been stacked on exercise 2. So we know that the prism from exercise 1A was 317.5. And then in exercise 2, the cylinder was,
5 billion.
and 2, check it out. You should be able to look back in your notes.
329.7.
Okay, that's wrong. It was 584.7.
0.7.
So how do I find the composite volume of these two figures? You add them together. Excellent, Violet. So add these together. And what is our answer? Brandon?
902.2.
Bingo, 902.2. Excellent.
Good job, Randy.
Okay, if you need extra help, you can go back and watch the video again, ask Mrs. McCowan a question, or come in the morning for extra tutoring. That's it. Thanks, Jack.
My name is Jack, and I approve eating donuts.